and welcome to the Michael Zehr Show. Today's date is Friday, August 11th, 2023, and we're coming to you from the Rising Eagle Studios here at the Warrior Healing Center. Today, my special guest veteran has been here before. I interviewed him a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've got show number 100 coming up in about 3 more shows, so we're getting close where I've done 100 of these, if you can believe that.
I actually have an idea for that.
Do you? Awesome.
Yeah, I think we're going to switch it.
Okay.
How about we interview you?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's find out about Michael Zehr.
We'll talk. We'll see what we can do about that. If you're the one that's asking the questions.
We'll see, maybe.
All right. Okay, cool. So, Josh, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me again. Appreciate it.
So today we're trying to inspire. That's the word I'm looking for. That's my key word today, inspire. To inspire you as a veteran or as a spouse or family member or even as a member of the community. I want to inspire you to volunteer. And the reason why is because there's a lot of need here in our community for volunteers all over the county. One of the places that Josh has gotten involved with is here at the Warrior Healing Center, and we're just so glad to have him, and he's been a blessing to us. He does a lot of the social media stuff for the center, and I love watch because we're Facebook friends, so I also watch a lot of his videos that he posts up on the Warrior Healing Center page, and he's pretty talented, dude. Pretty talented, so keep it up.
Working on getting more social media for the center.
Good. Well, it
more
all helps.
Behind the scenes and stuff like that. I've done a couple of videos of the flutes, the garden club. We had the 100-year-old World War II veteran. His birthday was 2 weeks ago. We did a video on that. All sorts of fun stuff, you know?
Well, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
get closer.
Yeah, get a little closer to the microphone there. So.
I forgot.
Yeah, we get laid back and relaxed.
Get comfortable in here, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the veteran-owned business group that's for Cochise County. It's the Cochise County Veteran-Owned Business Group.
Correct.
That you got involved in. How did you get involved in that? What inspired you to get involved with that?
So, the group has been around for a while. I was in and out of it over the last 2 years. And then this past year, I started jumping back into it because I finally got some free time after finishing up school last semester and the newborn baby not being so newborn anymore and back in school. So I was able to get back into it and started going to the meetings. And originally the meetings were just kind of a networking meeting. That's all it really was.
Okay.
We would get into our groups, say, hey, what's going on? Hey, you're that barbecue guy. You're that real estate guy. You're that guy that works on the wood. Cool. And then we discuss some stuff that was going on with the center. And then we see each other the next month. And it'll be the same thing. We kind of discuss what new things we have going on. But that was kind of what it was.
Let's not forget the puppet guy, too.
Puppet guy, of course,
yeah.
Travis 5X.
Travis
He's actually going to be at the Bisbee Pirate Show this weekend selling those puppets. So
cool.
Make sure you stop by and see him at the Bisbee Pirate Show this weekend.
So can you give us an idea what the mission is behind the veteran-owned business?
So a little bit back. So just recently, this is we just had our second not second official meeting, but second meeting where I have now taken a more active role in it and trying to take point, trying to have us create a mission statement, create a group that we can start relying on each other instead of just being that, hey, see you next month. So our mission is to empower veteran entrepreneurs through collaboration, growth, and education. Together, we create a supportive community for their success. And how we're going to do that is we're going to start trying to figure out how to level each other up. How can a puppet guy level up a real estate guy and vice versa, right? We don't know, but we're going to start figuring that out. One of the ways I want to do that is I'm trying to set up classes for us to start attending, seminars, guest speakers, co-branding opportunities, co-marketing opportunities, events. At September 30th, we have the inaugural Hispanic Heritage Festival put on by Gunny's Barbecue at Veterans Memorial. That's a big opportunity for all of our veterans to get involved with. The registration, if you're an information booth, is free. If you're selling stuff, there is a slight fee, and no more food vendors are allowed. But that's going to be a huge, absolutely huge festival. So if you're a veteran-owned business, reach out to Gunny. or reach out to me. I can put you in contact with Gunny and set you up with the booth. Let's start getting you guys out there.
And what is the date of that again?
September 30th.
September 30th?
It's going to be absolutely huge. All right?
Yeah. Can you elaborate a little bit on the significance of the collaborations within the veteran-owned businesses?
So right now, like I said, this is the second month that we're trying to do some stuff, trying to change it up and actually start figuring out how we could help each other out. The very first meeting that we started discussing these things, one of the ideas came around was a coupon book / veteran directory. Right?
Okay.
So if we have all of our veteran-owned businesses come together, we pull our resources and pull our money, we create some sort of coupon book directory of all the Cochise County veteran-owned businesses that want to jump into this. And it's what they're going to do. They'll be able to take these coupons, take it to all these businesses, and then at the next month meeting, we can count them as like, hey, I got 20 coupons. Well, I got 5 coupons. I got no coupons back. Well, what do we got to do to adjust those coupons to get more customers into your shop? So that's one of the things that we're looking at. We're also looking at doing some print advertising as a group in some magazines out here. We're contemplating that. All sorts of other events that we're trying to start looking at. Trying to, again, set up classes and seminars. I know a lot of our people are having issues trying to figure out how to do Canva, how to run Facebook ads, write Facebook forms, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out how to tap into those other business groups out there,
right,
and see if we can start pulling from them. The goal is, when I was asked by 5 different businesses to kind of start taking point on it, and after that, after the 5th business asked me, I decided, all right, maybe here's something I can start doing. And I looked online and I looked up a bunch of different entrepreneur groups. And I kind of saw what they're all doing, right? And these groups have obviously been around a lot longer and they're a lot more established than us. We're just kind of starting out new. And they have, grants and scholarship programs for businesses and their businesses' kids. So if something happens, they run fundraisers for the community. They do the classes and seminars and trips and field trips, stuff like that. They're just doing all sorts of things that are leveling themselves up. It's not just getting together and saying, hey, I'll see you next month. Cool. Nice to meet you. Nice to know you. Type thing like that.
The same old, going through the same routine every month. It gets kind of stagnant, and then you start losing people.
Exactly. So, with over 100 Cochise County veteran-owned businesses.
That's how many you have right now in your group, or?
No, I have the contact information for over 100.
Okay.
Right now in our Facebook group, we have, I think we're at about 40 now. Some of those are duplicates. Like I know myself is in there twice.
Right.
But it's starting to grow our Facebook group. That's why I do implore everyone that is in our group. I sent out a good distro email the other day summarizing our meeting. I also put the links on there for our upcoming meeting and for the group. So you can jump into the Facebook, please join. That's where you get a lot of information. And from there, once you post something into that Facebook group, we're all going to start working on sharing it. We're not the best at it right now, but we're trying to get better at it. If you post something in that group, we're going to try to share it out to our own pages so that you're getting more viewings instead of just on your own Facebook page or Instagram, whatever it may be. So we're trying to get better at that. Some of us are really good at it. Some of us not so good. I'm one of them. Sometimes I forget about it, and then next thing you know, I go in and I'll share like 5 things that are in there. But that's one of the things we're trying to do is just more communication with us, more sharing, more elaboration. That's one of the first steps we're trying.
So what is something that the community here in Cochise County, not only veterans, but the civilian population as well, what is it that we can do to help be more involved in your group's effort?
Try to shop veteran-owned businesses, It's always better to shop small business. And with over 100 businesses out there that are veteran-owned, give us a shot, We have so many different restaurants. Let's see, the K-Bop Fusion, La Sierra Grill, the Twisted Twin Ramen, Gunny's, Bam Bam Barbecue.
Yeah, Bam Bam. Did you say La Sierra?
La Sierra.
You did? Okay.
I feel like I'm missing
a bunch.
It's the Bisbee hot dogs. I feel like I'm still missing a bunch of other restaurants, and I apologize, but because there are so many restaurants. Ruby's Divine Chocolates, not a restaurant, but another food spot. Like, those are just the food spots that I'm coming up off the top of my head on the spot. We also have people in our group that are really good is legal information. If you need any sort of legal expertise or CPAs, if you're having issues creating logos or websites, painting. We have painters in our group now that from actually doing painting of the houses to custom paintings, woodworkers. We have a little bit of everything. Give us a shot, see what we're about. We have a lot of them out there,
And a lot of them have business cards and flyers right here in the lobby at the Warrior Healing Center.
A lot of them do have business cards and flyers here at the Warrior Healing Center. So if you come in, you can see it's right there. As soon as you walk in to the right, you'll see a big old wall, veteran-owned businesses, and it has all of our little placards up there. And then to the left is all of our business cards. And we're still missing a lot. We have a lot of room for a lot more.
Yep.
We need more. So if you're a veteran-owned business, please come to the center, reach out to me. Let's get you in the group. Let's see what we can start. See how we can help you and see how you can help us. That's the thing. We're trying to help each other out. We're trying to level each other up. That's the big thing I'm trying to push. How to level each other up.
Speaking of Ruby's, I understand that they're doing a fundraiser for her at the Docks Watering Hole. It's a spaghetti dinner, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is a spaghetti dinner because Ruby herself
is in need of health.
And
right. So we as a community need to try and come together and help support her. And I think going to this spaghetti dinner would be one great way of doing that.
I want to say it's September 23rd. I thought I had it put off to the side, but I guess I didn't.
I know, I caught you off guard on that one.
I want to say it's September 23rd. Tickets are $10 for a plate of spaghetti and garlic bread, and I think like a drink or a lemonade or something. And all proceeds are going to be going to Ruby, who right now is in need of a kidney. That's why she's actually on the list. She's going through dialysis right now. So yeah, please reach out. Docks Watering Hole. I'm pretty sure it's September 23rd.
Prayers don't hurt. Yeah. So if you pray, definitely keep Ruby in your
big shout
your
out
prayers for her for that. So I love how meeting you 2 years ago, you were, a realtor, and you were just...
It's been a long 2 years.
You told a really good story about your service and being a drone pilot and stuff.
Yeah.
Halfway through the interview, it blacked out, so that's why I wanted to have you back in as well, that hopefully we don't have that as issue.
Yeah.
But what I'm leading to is you've had some changes in your family, too, as well. You want to share some of that with us?
Yeah, so... oh God, coming up on a year because my son is he's about to be 11 months old in a few days. So yeah, we have a not newborn son who is an absolute tank of a baby. Last time he got weighed was at his 10-month, and he was just shy of 28 pounds, and he was a little under the weather with diarrhea. So I'm assuming he was over 28.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was 2 months ago. I don't know what he is come here this next month when we do his 12-month check-in, but I'm putting my money on that he's at least 30 pounds. He's a big boy.
So what are your children's names? You got 2 girls and a son.
Yep, I have Magdalena, Theodora, and Sebastian.
Okay, all right. And then your wife, she is in the realty business, but not with realty. She's on the mortgage end of it, right?
Correct, yeah. So my wife, Beatrice.
Perfect marriage, right?
It works when it works, When for business, sometimes it helps us out a lot. So she's actually with Cross Country Mortgage on the Chris Leone team. So she actually deals with the loans and the lending portion. So when me and her are able to actually team up and do a house and a loan together, it's really easy because I get first wind on any of my clients' information when something looks like it's going to start getting a little weird. I can jump on it like instantly, so it does help out tremendously.
But there has to be a great feeling of satisfaction when you've sold that home and you're doing that together as a team,
Yeah. Oh, it is, yeah.
I mean,
how often do you get to work with your wife at work?
Yeah.
I don't get to work with her often, but the few times I do, it's nice. It's also nice because now we get to go to lunch dates, and that's amazing. We never did that before.
And is it a business write-off as well?
Sometimes we'll do it, depending. It depends.
So switching gears, I do understand also that you're involved with the Sierra Vista Glow Ride. You want to give us a little bit of information on that, please?
So yeah, the Sierra Vista Glow Ride, it's actually coming up on its 6th year this year.
6 years? Wow. How did it come about? Do you know?
So they just started with some people that got together. They met, I believe, in Native a number of years ago. Actually, I think it's a little bit longer than 6, but I think like the first year or two was unofficial type style. And they would get together in Native and decorate their side-by-sides and UTVs and just kind of drive around. And I think they may have started with like 10 vehicles, maybe 20 or something. This last year, at the 5th year, we surpassed 300 vehicles. So, and it's not just side-by-sides. It's now pretty much anything comes through. Last year we had a full-blown RV, Clark Griswold style, come through, towing a trailer, and on the trailer had a bunch of inflatables. This thing was ginormous. It was, we saw it all pull in and all of us just stopped. We're like, well, we've upgraded from side-by-sides. We've been getting some cars and stuff like that. We got maybe the few RVs and stuff, but that was RV with the trailer, fully decorated, lights, the whole thing. It was pretty impressive.
Wow.
So yeah, it's December. Oh, I had the date as well. Hold on. December 16th at the Veterans Memorial. We're going to be taking this year. We're going to be moving our movie away from the ice skating rink, because last year we played a movie. We played How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and we had set it up on the stage. And the city also has the ice skating rink, so the ice skating rink has their lights going on. And unfortunately, last year it whited out our screen, so we're going to be moving our screen this year a little bit. And we're also trying to do some new things. Last year we encompassed some new awards, like we had the Grinch Award, and that was pretty fun. Everyone kind of was able to decorate their side-by-sides or cars in specific themes.
Oh, so you can't be one of those people like me that complains about Christmas every year, the cost, and be like Scrooge and stuff. Well, okay.
No, we did have one guy come out, and I think his ride was pretty cool. It was a side-by-side, all in green lights, and he dressed up as the Grinch, and he won the Grinch Award. So we had that award. We had like the brightest, most Christmas cheer, the loudest, and that was the loudest one was for Mariah Carey. That was the Mariah Carey Award.
Wow.
This year we're not sure on our awards yet. We're still brainstorming them, but we're probably going to bring those back because those were a big hit. It gave the customers a chance to create something instead of just going out there and just decorating Christmas. It kind of gave them themes to stick to. So it was kind of fun to see what we had. We had a patriotic one, which the Patriot ones were hilarious last year, and I'm very proud of Sierra Vista for keeping it neutral and just patriotic. It didn't get too political during it. But I'm not. All the money that we raise, we donate. We have non-charitable highlights there, so we try to bring in charitable groups and foundations so they can set up their stuff there and highlight them. We'll be having food, all sorts of stuff. It gets bigger and bigger every year. This year it's just going to get even bigger. Like I said, last year we topped 300. The year before that they had come close or barely topped it. Last year I think we were over 320, I think is what the final count was. And it's just a huge parade. We drive through the city with all the Christmas lights. This year we have the sheriff. He's going to be escorting us. We're trying to set up with the fire station so they can get in as well with their truck and sirens.
Wow.
We have a DJ leading it, so it's music, and it's going to be a big thing this year again. It's going to be another big, huge event, and it's just to bring more Christmas cheer to the city, let people get out, show it off, show their vehicles off, have fun, raise money for some foundations, and just spread that Christmas cheer.
How does the Glow Ride generate revenue to get that money? Is it people by donations or the entry fees?
So there's a registration. So you register, and the registration fees all go to cover the expenses of covering the park, and then whatever else we put off. Last year, we had Desert RV had that incident last year with the shooting.
Yes.
And so all the money that we raised last year
I
went to them.
remember that last year.
And we actually also raffled off a little motorcycle, like a bike last year. And I want to say we raised altogether, by the end of the day, we raised over $5,000 to donate to the family. I want to say it was actually more than that. I want to say it was a bit more than that, but I know it was more than 5 to the family that had that incident. So, it was awesome. It was awesome.
There's there's so much need in our community. I know it's hard to pick and choose
Yes.
who gets to benefit from it, but I know that particular incident that you were talking about was really sad, and it was very nice that you guys stepped up and did that for the family. So
Well,
I'm sure they appreciated it very much.
Desert RV is one of our bigger sponsors. They're one of the biggest
Uh-huh.
sponsors of the event, and the day of the incident, we were our event coordinator was actually there during that incident when it happened. So, it hit a lot closer to home than just some, because we were actually had people there that were there and we knew them. So they were involved they're very involved in the glow ride, that whole entire party. So it was very close to home for all of us.
And I've seen, like, when we had the what was it called, the Freedom Fair?
Yeah, the Stand Up for Freedom
Stand Up for Freedom Street Fair.
Yeah.
They were there for that as well.
Yeah, so we did the Patriot Ride this last for 4th of July. We did it right behind here at the War
Yeah,
Learning
pretty
Center
good
for the
turnout
Snipers.
for it.
Yeah, we had about 20 vehicles that came out. As just another thing, get people out with their side-by-sides, decorate them. And again, they don't have to be side-by-sides. This year, I plan on entering my 2020 Ford Expedition. We're going to get some lights on it. You can throw them on. They're actually pretty cheap on Amazon. They're pretty easy to hook up, too.
Uh-huh.
You put either some lights on outside, or you get some of those net Christmas lights. You could actually hang it on, like tape them onto your outside, and you just come through, listen to music, take the kids, and it's just a parade. How often do you get to take your kids into a parade in your own vehicle?
Yeah.
Never, right? You're always
Nope.
got to go and sit there and watch the parade. Why don't you be a part of the
Or
parade?
if you're in it, you're like sitting
Walking,
on a float or walking.
Or sitting
yeah,
there walking.
yeah.
No, let's go get in your nice warm car. Side-by-sides aren't warm, and usually it's colder around that time, so make sure
Are
you
the
got your blanket.
side-by-sides that you're talking about, are those the ones that kind of look like dune buggies?
Yeah.
Is that what those are called, side-by-sides?
Side-by-sides,
Okay.
UTVs.
All right.
Yeah.
I've seen some that carry like, oh geez, 4
4 or 6 people. Yeah, they
or
can-
6 people.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have one yourself? No.
No, not yet. Not yet. My brother-in-law does. I might borrow his.
I would think those would be cool to have just to drive around town, just to save gas, if nothing else. Are they
Little
pretty fuel economy or?
I wouldn't imagine
I would-
so.
no?
Maybe a little bit, but I mean, it
They're
depends,
cool looking
yeah.
though. But like you
They're fun
said,
to ride. Yeah, they're fun to ride.
they're definitely, you're going to be freezing your butt off in the wintertime though. If you
Come December 16th at the Glow Ride, dude, it's going to be a lot colder. So make sure you come bundled up, especially riding around. And the side-by-sides, you don't have windows or heaters.
right.
So, like I said, I'll be nice and warm in my expedition, riding around
Yeah.
with the kids, playing Christmas music, showing off our lights, and driving out throughout Sierra Vista, spread some Christmas cheer.
I did see a side-by-side going down 92 just the other day. May not have had a heater in it, man, but it had a booming system in
Yeah,
it.
I mean, no, they
Wow.
get some systems in it. Yeah, they do get some pretty good systems there.
So switching gears, let's switch over to Doc's Watering Hole and some of the events that you're doing over at Doc's Watering Hole.
So the big event that I do have reoccurring at Doc's Watering Hole, and I've teamed up with my wife, Beatrice Villalobos at Cross Country Mortgage, and also Nerdtopia. They're over on Fry Boulevard. Amazing game store. I mean, if you guys haven't checked out Nerdtopia, that's another veteran-owned business, by the
Yeah,
way.
my son-in-law, when he comes down from Surprise,
Yeah,
he
goes
makes it a point to go there.
Oh, they have amazing. They
Yes.
have some vintage games, classic games, vintage movies.
That's
They
what
have
it's
a
for.
3D printer in there that they can make pretty much anything you want. But yeah, we've teamed up with them, and we're doing rock band karaoke at Doc's.
Yes, rock band.
So it's literally the video game Rock Band karaoke style at Doc's on the main stage with the lights going, with an audience. Beers are going, food's going, people are out there singing and dancing. It's a good old time, and we're taking a spin on karaoke instead of just getting up there and singing with
Right.
one person. No, now you got to get a team of 4.
Yeah,
You need your singer, your guitarist, your drummer, and your bassist.
yeah.
So you either come with 4, or hey, now you got to find someone. Go out in the bar.
Or they grab you out of
Yeah.
the stand. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Hey, you look good. Come on over here.
Come over here. I'll buy you a beer the next time around. Come up here. I need you to play bass. And at the end of the night, we take pictures of each group's score, and we keep track of their score. You create your band name, and then at the end of the night, we figure out who had the top individual score overall,
Uh-huh.
and then which band had the top overall score. And those two individuals get a amazing $25 gift card to Nerdtopia. But this gift card is, I wish I had gotten a picture of it, because that would have been something, or brought it in. Because it's what Nerdtopia did. They actually 3D printed a guitar as a gift card.
Yeah.
So bear with
I
me
was there
one second.
they had it July 20th. It was on a Thursday night, so that was my birthday.
So I don't know if you could. Oh, probably not. No,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a super blur. But yeah, it's literally a guitar that's probably about as big as this phone, and it's 3D printed.
Yep.
And that's the gift card. That's the prize that you're getting when you win. And you take it to Nerdtopia, and now you have a $25, shopping spree at Nerdtopia. Or if you want, you can keep it as your own personal trinket. It's just a 3D printed guitar,
Right.
and it's just
I
something
saw it.
to
It
come
looked
out.
pretty cool.
Yep.
The thing that I had never been to Doc, so that was my first night there.
Oh, Docs is amazing.
Yeah, it's
they just
really
had
cool
their
in there.
1-year birthday celebration. Happy birthday, Docs. Happy birthday, Aaron and Tori. Big shout out. Congrats on the 1 year. Sorry I couldn't make it. I had sick kids.
But it went really well because I was asked to come up and I did a couple songs and I had a blast.
You were killing it.
I
People
love
thought
rock
you were a
band.
professional.
No,
People were literally looking at you saying, it's like, that guy, there's no way he doesn't play professional guitar. And I'm like, no, he's just a grandpa that loves playing rock band. And they're like, no, look at him with his hat and how
Yeah,
good
I was
he plays.
rocking my hat, this hat right here.
It's literally what they say, like, look at him with his hat. There's no way he doesn't play guitar. And I'm like, okay, I'll let you believe it.
But-
so, you were killing it up there.
Anybody that knows me knows that I play rock band online with my grandkids. They live up in Phoenix, and I have the rock band Beatles. I have all the guitars for that and the drum set, and I played rock band since Rock Band 1 came out. Jeez, I don't even know how long ago that was.
So the last time that I honestly do remember playing it, besides last month when we did it at Doc's, was when I was in Iraq.
Wow.
And that was like 2009, 2009, somewhere in there. That was the last vivid time. I'm pretty sure I may have played it since then, but that's like the last vivid memory I have, because we played it a lot when we were overseas. It was fun to play, So yeah, one of the things that we're trying to do, if we can get a big...
my dad. That's a must when I get home. I think he's talking about coming down to the Doc's watering hole to do the karaoke.
Oh yeah, you gotta come out. It's fun. So hopefully, as this grows, so this next month will be the second month that myself and my wife have been involved in. We're trying to spread it out. We have ads on Facebook going, so if you see it, like it, be interested in it, click on it. But as this grows, we would like to maybe do some themed nights, with the plethora of rock band songs that are out there. As you've said, you yourself have over 2,000 songs.
Yes.
But I would like to maybe do like a Guns N' Roses night where we're doing Guns N' Roses
songs.
A Beatles night.
Beatles night, yeah.
A country night, and then on the country night, if we can set it up correctly and get enough following behind it, I would like to, as the prizes, be tickets to the Country Music Festival in Benson.
Woo, wow, that would be cool.
Make a full-blown tournament,
yeah,
rock band style, some country, and go up there and do that, get some tickets. If, we're a ways away from that, I need to get more of a following. So, hey, that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get some more stuff, more events. It's at Doc's. We start at, I think it was 6:30.
I thought it was 7. Wasn't it?
I think it's 7. We start at 7. We start at 7. Doc's does turn to 21 and over at 8. So if you want to show up there with your kiddos, get there early. Last month we had a little issue setting up. This month we won't have that issue, hopefully. So we'll get started on time. So if you want to show up with your kids early, again, they close it at 8 o'clock. They do go to 21 and over, so you have to leave at that point if you do have kids. But up until then, bring your kids out, let them get on stage for a little bit, then take them home and get them tired, and then have the adults stay out and keep drinking.
The biggest thing with Rock Band is, like, right now I play Rock Band 4, and that's where I have like my over 2,000 some songs, and every week they come out with like a new They come out with a new season. Like every game now does seasons.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah,
So Rock Band had started doing that.
how
So
they
you
keep
get two new
paying it.
songs every week.
That's how they keep you
Yeah.
paying for it. Yep.
But at least they're staying active, and that's
Yeah.
what I like about Rock Band. They just did it. Like, can you believe Guitar Hero, which was like huge when it came out?
Yeah.
Guitar Hero is non-existent. They don't. It's
Well,
not even
'cause-
supported anymore. I don't think.
Because it just got turned into Rock Band.
Yeah.
At this point, I mean, why do just guitar when you can do bass and drums and
Yep.
sing? You know?
Yep.
I mean, they even did the DJ Hero for a while. They had. The
I remember
turntables.
that. Yeah.
That came around for a while, and you can actually go and buy that at Nerdtopia. They do have it for sale, unless they sold it since I've been in there. But last I saw, Nerdtopia was selling that. If you're interested in getting down some DJ Hero or any other video games or movies or board games or nerd stuff, because it's Nerdtopia.
Right.
Check it out. They have a lot of good stuff there.
Right. And another thing with Rock Band, to end the Rock Band discussion, the peripherals are very hard to find now because they don't make anything new anymore. So everything that you buy, you have to get it like on eBay or something like that. You're buying used and
and so that is another thing is those guitars are not cheap.
No.
Those guitars are not cheap. An Xbox One is not cheap, and to run it on there and stuff like that. So Nerdtopia is graciously, right now, I think we're still running on. I don't think we're running on the Xbox One yet because we're waiting on a plug. Once that plug comes in, Xbox One will be set up, and then we have access to everything again.
Is that one of those little boxes that you're talking about?
It was something weird that needed to convert something because we didn't want to use the $200 and $300 and $400 guitars for Rock Band karaoke.
Yeah, because that box, if you go online to look for the box, you could buy it brand new on Amazon when it was active for like $30. They sell for like $400 if you can find one.
Exactly, if you could find one. Yeah.
So Nerdtopia might be a good way to go and check out some of this Rock Band peripherals. Maybe they might be able to, if they don't have some, maybe they could get it for us.
They can, yeah. They have a lot of stuff. They do sell guitars, and they like I said, they have their 3D printer, right? That 3D printer can make some cool stuff, and he's also been playing around with doing like covers for your guitars, so you can put it on there and custom covers and stuff like that. All sorts of stuff. Like Nerdtopia is amazing. You gotta check it out if you haven't. It's a great place. But that'll be coming up here August 30th, 7 to about 10 o'clock at Doc's. It's free. Just come out, have a couple beers, couple drinks, cook some food, sing some karaoke, and play some Rock Band and video games and win some prizes. Meet some new friends, bring everyone out. It's a blast. The bigger this gets, the more prizes we can throw into it, and we can start, having some real big fun with this. So please come on out, August 30th. Again, you see events all over Facebook. Just like and share and say you're interested.
And right before we were leaving Doc's, the Hot Shots came in that night. Man, did they have fun.
Yeah, they came in. They actually, it was funny because, so that group came in and we had, the very first song of the night, the group did Freebird. And the drummer had the highest score of the night. She was like 124,000 points.
Wow.
Something like that on Freebird. She nailed it. She barely missed anything. I mean, Freebird, and like, the Rock Band version of Freebird, it's like the 7, 8, 9 minute long version, whichever. Yeah. It's the long one. So she had the highest score, and that group had the highest score. And then the Hot Shots came in, saw that, and they challenged it. They tried it, missed it the first time. Then they tried Freebird. They ended up taking the high score as a team, but they didn't even come close to touching her high score overall.
Yeah.
So she still got the #1 high score, and then the Hot Shots took it for best band.
Wow.
Night. So it was pretty funny.
So in closing here, so we don't keep everybody going. We're trying to keep it a little bit shorter and sweet today, so we don't. Tell us what it's like volunteering here at the Warrior Healing Center, because I know that you work the front desk Monday mornings.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how
I love it. So every Monday morning I come in, I do my rounds, I go turn on the coffee, I go take a look at the garden and make sure that our awesome water feature is out there, is filled up, especially with how hot it's been. It's been getting a little dry, so we top it off, take a look at our amazing Victory Garden, walk around, make sure all the lights are on, and then I start helping vets as they come in. I love it. It's a great opportunity for me. You know, gets me out of the house, gets me away from doing the real estate business and the other businesses that I got going on, and just kind of helps me give back, meet new veterans, hear some crazy stories. You know, every day when a new vet comes in, you get a new story, and some of them are pretty cool to hear. Some of them you're like, didn't need to hear that, but you know, it's fun. I love it here. If you're not doing anything and you want to volunteer, please volunteer here. I wouldn't say desperately need the volunteers, but we need some volunteers. We need some more people helping out. We're getting a few more people showing up, I think I heard.
Yes. We have had a few people walk in.
We've had a few more people come in.
We got a couple people that are going to be working the front desk.
Yep. But we have, there's over 50 organizations that hang their hat here at the Warrior Healing Center. And those organizations, they're all trying to help vets themselves. Those organizations need help to help those vets, and that's what us volunteers are here for. We're here in the back running the center, making sure the center's clean, it's tidy, that when a vet comes in, they feel they feel needed and wanted, they're not getting pushed away, they have a place that feels safe, and that's what all of us volunteers do. You know, we're here just to kind of work in the back, do the background scenes, make sure they have a safe place, give them an ear to talk to if they need it, give them a hug if necessary, point them in the right direction. Sometimes they just want to come in and they just want to talk. They don't want any help. They just want to talk because they haven't talked to anyone in months, you know. So they'll just sit there and talk and talk and talk. And then they'll just leave. And, you know, they feel better afterwards, and that's all that matters. It's just a great place. There's so many different things here. We have the garden club, we have the military library, we have different support groups, the Velo Vets, the Cook Club, the breast cancer support group, the hula hoop, the dancing, the flutes, the drum circle, headspace and timing, PTSD groups, Vietnam groups. Oh God, Marine group. We have so many different organizations and groups and just entities in this building. Come on down, see if you need help. If you need help, come down. If you don't need help and you just want to volunteer, come on down. You know, I'm sure that we have something here. We also have legal help, you know, if you're needing legal help.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget Joe and Lori Lancaster. They do like the wills and...
Yeah, they help you get ready for those stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a vet and you don't have your benefits, come on down. We can get you started on that. If you're a vet and have benefits and are trying to figure out how to get it up to 100%, come on down. We can introduce you into the people that can set that up. If you're having any issues with food, housing, legal, money, like we have organizations here that we can try to get you involved in to help take care of you. You know, no vet should suffer alone.
Nope.
The thing is here, it's vets fighting for vets. And that's all it is we're all fighting for each other to make sure we come back. Last year, the numbers we had, I believe it was over 60 veterans came into the center last year that said they were in dire need and at detriment risk to themselves or someone else. Last I checked, all 60 plus vets are still here with us today that were saying that they were at a risk to themselves. So that tells you something. We're doing good here, but we need more help, you know? Come on down, help us out. We have so many different groups down here. And if we don't have a group, come down and you could start a group.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it starts, you know?
If you have an idea for a live stream, you want to do a live stream or a podcast, you can do that as well.
We have the amazing center here that you can come in. It's free to come in and film. We have across the way, we have a podcast spot. God, what else do we have? What don't we have?
Calls. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that go on here.
You know, what don't we have at this point?
If you're a veteran or spouse and you're sitting at home and you don't want to come in the front door and be by yourself and maybe not sure, the perfect way to handle that is come in on Thursday morning, next Thursday. 0900 to 1100 is our Bagel and Brew.
Oh yeah, Bagel and Brews is coming up. That is true.
It is,
yeah,
next
Bagel
Thursday.
And Brews, and that's a good one. Cook Club usually cooks a bunch of stuff together, and then other random vets or people will just
bring stuff
in food. and it's a good way to come in, sit down, meet other vets, talk, and then
Make friends.
And then right before that, we have, I forget which meeting. Before and after, we have a volunteer meeting and then a front desk meeting.
Oh, yeah, the front desk, they're both after.
They're both after?
Yeah, the front desk meeting is right afterwards, and then the volunteer meeting is after the front desk meeting.
Okay, so yeah, if you're looking at volunteering next week, next Thursday, it would be a perfect opportunity for you to come in and kind of see what it's about. You can see the bagels and brews, see that, and then right after, you can sit in on our meetings, see what we discuss, see how it goes, and see if you're interested in joining us working the front desk or just being a volunteer at the center in general. Like I said, we need all the volunteers we can get. It's a great place to spend your time. We have a massage chair if you get too tired and sore. We have a massage chair back there. We have an amazing garden. I'm sure everyone here has hopefully seen it by now with our amazing water feature.
There's always beverages in the fridge.
This place is amazing. There's always food in the fridge. You know, there's board games. They have an amazing military library. The library is gorgeous. There's so many things here. You know, if you need a dog, we have people, if you're a vet that's lonely and you need a dog, you feel like you need a dog, we have people that can set that up as well. If you have a dog, then you're trying to train your dog to be a service dog.
Training,
we have that. We have services for that. God, there's just so many services here at the center that
income taxes, January through April, AARP comes in and does everybody's taxes, and it doesn't cost you. Doesn't cost you a nickel, and you know what? You don't have to be a veteran to get your taxes done here either.
And then afterwards, when you got to pay your state tax, you can actually donate it straight to the center.
Yes.
And you can just knock it out right then and there. You don't even got to worry about sending it off later, and it comes right here to the center. It stays here in the center.
Stays right here.
You're not sending it up to Phoenix, and then who knows where it goes once it goes up there. Nope, it stays right here in the community where you live. So I think I know we haven't touched on every organization that's here, but I feel like we did a decent job of trying to shout out as many as we can. I think we even have the cruises for Purple Hearts.
Yes.
I think so.
JJ and Mary are going to shoot me for this because they had to rename their organization.
I know, yeah. I know. I know. That's why I was trying to not say it, but I mean, there's just so many organizations here. If you're a veteran,
I think it's combat. Isn't it Combat Wounded Cruises or something like that? Or
that sounds familiar.
Something like that.
That sounds right. I think that might be it. Yeah, let's go with that. But there's so many organizations here that if you're a veteran and you served, and it doesn't matter where or when you served, all right, or what service, it does not matter. If you need help, come down here. We have someone that can help you. You may think that, there's no one out there that's going to understand what's going on. We have someone here. There are over 80 people here that, have all had some sort of similar issue, I'm sure, or know someone or been in an issue, something like that. We have the support here for you.
And if we don't know the answer, we'll get it for them.
And if we don't, we have other organizations, not just in the center, that we can reach out to. So for some reason we can't help you at the center, we have a lot of other people we can contact. It's just a great place to be. Just an absolutely amazing place. Every city should have one. Let's be honest. Every city should have a Warrior Healing Center. Yeah. That's the dream, right?
That's a dream.
That's a dream. That would be amazing. Can you imagine that?
It'd be great.
That'd be cool.
Our veterans need something like this. So cool. I tell you, it really keeps them engaged. And,
it does.
And we need to combat that 22 a day veteran suicide.
Yes, we
do.
And
I think that's the number one goal here at the Warrior Healing Center is to combat that.
It is. And like I said, last year we had over 60, I want to say it was like 67 vets that said they were going to harm themselves or someone else. And they're still with us today, so we're doing something good.
Well, Josh, I appreciate you coming down, man, and talking to me this morning.
I appreciate you having me.
I got a few events here I need to read real quick, so I don't know if you need to.
No, yeah, definitely got to touch on gunnies.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
We got to cover gunnies.
So just as a reminder for some of our events, today we have the food truck going on.
Food Truck Fridays at Gunnies right down the street.
Food Truck Fridays at Gunnies Barbecue at 5043 South Highway 92, and it's every Friday. Mm-hmm. Every Friday. It starts at 11 o'clock and goes to 7 p.m. And you never know which
food trucks are
going to be there. It's always a surprise. I know that Poppin' Lori was there. I saw Sippin'.
Yeah, Bussin' Pizza's been there.
Bussin' Pizza, the hot dog.
Yep. I think Bisbee Hot Dogs was there.
Yeah.
Last I saw. Every Friday it changes. He has a different group going in. So every Friday, Food Truck Fridays, and then I know that he's also now opening it up for events as well.
Yes.
He's now opening it for events. So if you need an event or a place to have an event, look at Gunny's. And then, like I said earlier in the podcast, we have September 30th. Gunny is throwing the inaugural Hispanic Heritage Festival at Veterans Memorial, September 30th. This thing is going to be huge. He has arranged. Oh God, what has Gunny not set up for that event right now? That's honest truth. Spoiler alert: he's requested a flyover.
Wow.
And it looks like we might be getting that.
That would be sweet.
He's requested like half of the politicians, and it looks like they might be showing up because it's the inaugural Hispanic Heritage Festival. I never understood why Sierra Vista hasn't had a Hispanic Heritage Festival down here. So Gunny took that on himself, and he's setting it up in the inaugural one, and this thing's going to be huge. September 30th, Veterans Memorial. That's coming up. Then again, August 30th, Rock Band Karaoke at Docks.
Yeah, that was moved, right? Because it was
30th.
originally supposed to be next week.
Yep, August 30th now, 7 to 10 o'clock at Docks. Let's see, the Bisbee Pirate Festival, that's this weekend. Go there and you can see the puppet guy, Travis Fiveash, making friends. He'll be there selling puppets, and I know there's a couple other of our veteran-owned groups there as well. I'm not sure if you're going to be there. Put it in the and you see this, throw it in the chat so we can make sure that we know that you're going to be there this weekend and we can shout it out.
We do monitor these videos and the comment section, so if you do have any questions or comments, just put them in there, and we will definitely respond.
Hello, Eric. See your message.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some other events we got coming up from our group.
Mention Ruby's benefit at Docks. Yes, sir, we did already.
September 23rd. Right?
Spaghetti dinner.
Eric, it's September 23rd. That's the day that I have in my head. September 23rd, $10 a plate. You get the plate of spaghetti, garlic bread, and a drink, and all the proceeds go to Ruby to help pay for the dialysis until she gets her kidney. We touched on that one again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the events that I can think of. I think that's all the events I can really think of at the moment.
So on Monday here at the... So he said, okay, cool. So I guess that means September 23rd.
Sounds
must
good.
be the date then.
Excuse me.
So here at the Warrior Healing Center on Monday, August 14th, we have the Legal and Finance seminar that will be taking place. That starts at 1800 and goes to 2,000 hours. On Tuesday, August 15th, we have a monthly blood drive by the American Red Cross. It will be taking place at the American Legion, Post 52. It starts at 0900 and goes to 1400 hours. And we also have on Wednesday, starting at 0730, the Velo Vets group ride. And that's Stu Carter and his group. They get out and ride bikes, and it's so many people I've talked to that, man. They just love it because they get out.
Yeah.
And
I think they have a big ride coming up here soon too, as well. Now that you mentioned Velo Vets, I believe they have a big ride coming up here in the next few months.
I know that Stu went to Idaho or Iowa, and he participated in a big ride back there too, as well. So
yeah. I remember we were talking about it with someone the other day, and I believe Velo Vets has another big ride coming up here in the next few months.
We'll make sure that they give us that information so we can broadcast that as well.
Yeah.
And for the Velo Vet group, if you want to ride, you meet at 0730 at the Pueblo del Sol Country Club parking lot. Then we already talked about this, but it's another great reminder. On Thursday, we have the Bagels and Brew here at the Warrior Healing Center and main conference room. It starts at 0900, goes to 1100 hours. The Cooks Club puts out just a great spread.
Yep.
And good food. And again, it's all free to volunteers. It's all free to veterans and spouses and family.
And then immediately after, we have our volunteer meetings. So
right.
If you're interested in volunteering, come on out. Get
1200 to 1330 is the volunteer
meeting. Get some food
meeting.
and then hang out afterwards and see what we got to do, offer you as a volunteer opportunity.
And then the last event I have here is the Thursday night social ride with Team RWB, and that takes place at Culver's, and they will be meeting at 1,800 hours, and it goes to 2,000 hours. So that's all the events that I have.
There's a lot more events. If you are,
Oh yes, those are just the highlighted
yeah,
ones.
those are just some. There's events every single day throughout Cochise County. And if you're interested in any of them, go to the Warrior Healing Center. You'll see our schedule, our little calendar that we put up weekly. Every day we put up every week we put up the events, and on that you'll see it broken down by day, and then it tells you whether if it's at which VFW, whether if it's at the Elks or at the Warrior Healing Center, or
Right.
where else do they do? Oh God, I think there's another
Everywhere.
Yeah, but they'll tell you whether if it's a VFW here or
We advertise for
Benson or wherever.
VFW, the American Legion,
Yeah,
the
the
DAV.
Yeah. So
Just a
all the
bunch.
events.
And the ones in Tombstone, too, the Tombstone American Legion,
Yep.
because the American Legion riders up there are huge supporters
all
of
of
the
Cochise
Warrior
County.
Healing Center.
All
Yep.
of Cochise County. So look on there. It doesn't matter where you live in Cochise County. Look on there, and you might be able to find something close to you. You know, if you need some help, American Legion, the bingo nights, game nights, dart nights,
Yep.
pool nights, karaoke nights, trivia nights. They're all doing different events at the Legion and the V. So take a look on Warrior Healing Centers on our Facebook page, and you'll see our little calendar, and find an event and go to it and go have fun. You know.
So again, the reason for this interview, other than getting to talk with Josh, he's one of my favorite human beings.
Aw,
You are, bro.
thanks, appreciate it.
Is I want to inspire people. And Josh, I think you set a good example. And that's why I wanted to interview you.
Well, I
because
appreciate
you are
that.
an example that we can look up to as, and I'm not trying to give you a big head or anything. I'm just,
Too late.
honestly, we need, you lead by example, right?
Trying, yeah.
So that's why I said at the beginning of the interview, inspire. So I'm hoping that whoever's watching these videos, whether you're a civilian, we do have civilians that come in and they volunteer and they love it because they just love our veterans and they love our community. And
we actually have quite a few civilians that have absolutely no military ties at all, like no military members in their family at all, and they just come to volunteer. So you don't have to have any military ties to volunteer.
We even have one that's a 17-year-old young man, Gabe.
Yeah.
Comes in and volunteers his time. So
yeah.
It just what speaks to your heart, that's what you need to do.
Yep.
So Josh, thank you, Brian.
Thank you very much for having me again.
And telling us, keeping us up to date. And again, if anybody has any questions or comments for Josh, please put them down in the comment section. And you can also reach him at the phone number behind us here, 520. Go ahead.
520-481-2909. If you're interested in buying or selling a house, hit me up. I got a couple for sale right now. You know, if you're interested. If you're looking for a loan or a lend for a mortgage, my wife can definitely help you out as well. And make sure all those businesses I shouted out, Docs, Rubies, Nerdtopia, Gunnies, and all those ones, make sure you check them out. Try to start shopping veteran-owned. You know, let's start to make it a thing down here. We have the third highest population of veterans in the entire United States. Well, let's start supporting them a little more, right?
Prickly's is another one. That's
Prickly's,
veteran-owned.
thank you. I forgot about Prickly's.
Yeah.
And you see, I knew I was missing. We're still missing.
It just popped in my head.
Like I said, there's over 100 in the county, and I'm still trying to figure them all out.
All right, everybody. You have a great day and a good weekend, and I'll see you next Friday I won't be here, so you get a nice break, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Have
Bye-bye.
a good one.
Bye.
Bye.